Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but welcome. It's my first ever video. Mind me, I'm going to be pausing this a lot, okay? Basically, this video is going to be all the fantasy books I've ever read. I've read first books of the fantasies, but like I haven't continued on with the series because that's just who I am as a person. But I'm just going to be showing the first book of every fantasy series that I've actually ever read. Yeah, let's get started. The first fantasy book I ever started with was Zodiac Academy back in 2023. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in a slump after this book, but in fairness, it's because I read one traumatic romance book that left me devastated, honestly. But I think the thing about me is, you'll find out in just a minute, but give me a sec. This book was just all over the place. In terms of like everything was chaotic, like the bullying and all that. I don't want to like give any spoilers, but yeah, that kind of got me a lot. And the fact that like it was clear, like there's two twins, Darcy and Tori. It was so clear that the authors like favored Tori over Darcy, because why was she getting multiple POVs in this book, and like every character was obsessed with her, and she was getting like treated better. I don't know, not treated better, but like you'll find out in the book. I have two more of the books. Total I have 3 books, the second one and then 0.5 novella. I don't know where it goes in the series, but it's actually very expensive, and I live in Ireland, so it's like €30 for just one book, and who's actually spending that money? But I'm gonna slowly collect it because I want to continue on with the series, because TikTok says it's good, Booktok says it's good, so I might as well continue. Continuing on, the next fantasy series I got started into was this one back in what month? November of 2024. Yeah, it was then. And I'm not gonna lie, I love this series so much, and I just finished the whole series within like 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks, like a week and a half. Like I've heard about this series back when it first came out, but because of all the, you know, Booktok controversy around it, like if it's enemies to lovers, like the aspect of the book in general, but I loved it so much. I loved that the way like romance wasn't really into the books, like it was more of a subplot, and how it was more political. I love that so much, and I love this series. Dearest heart of me, it's just amazing. It's amazing. Really trying to collect all the special editions of this book, but it's just so expensive. And even just jackets, why are they so expensive? Like, okay, I switched from my dad's phone to my phone. His camera quality is just so much better than mine, but let's continue on. So the next fantasy series I continued on with was Nectar, and I read it straight after The Folk of the Air, so I wasn't really obsessed with it. The same thing, I've heard about it back in when I first started reading properly again, just back in 2021, 2022. But I just never wanted to read it, and then it's like, why not? Okay, the thing about this book, this series, I'll bring the rest out when I want to, you know, rant more. It was just like so slow, but I was like, oh, I'm loving the romance in it as well. And I was actually just loving this book towards like the last 100 pages. That's when much really happened anyways, but yeah. And then after finishing off with the book, I'm not gonna actually spoiler if you didn't read the book or continue on with the series. After continuing on with the series, the book, not the series, and after finishing the book, it just left me feeling like, well, I feel like something's gonna happen, especially with Rysand or Rysand. And I was right, because I was just so obsessed with Tam and Sarah. I knew it was gonna last, so I kind of spilled the whole series to myself and found out what happened, and I don't care. I'm a Tamlin stan to the end. I'm a Tamlin stan even without finishing the series. I've seen so much spoilers to the point I just know what happens, and it's just so sad. And I'm a Tamlin stan to the end. I acknowledge what he done was wrong, but let's not forget, no one in that series is perfect. No one in the whole series is perfect. And because I went into Spiral and I still love the series and I never read the rest of the books, I bought all of these. Oh, I know. But I just love the old covers and they're so cute. And this is the American version, which doesn't match these ones, but it's okay. Let's continue on. Then I read Fourth Wing. I love this so much, and you can tell because look at all that pen mark. I've highlighted like every loads of stuff in here. And then continue on to Iron Flame. So Iron Flame, Fourth Wing, read both straight after ACOTAR, I'm pretty sure. And then after binging those books, I binged the rest of the series. Onyx Storm only came out in January, but like doesn't really matter. I read it all the same, whole series, and I loved it so much. After that, I read Quicksilver, which came out in December. No, didn't come out in December, sorry. I heard about it like in October, November, and I was like, let me just read it when it was really popular in December. And I loved it too. Actually, let me not lie. It took me a while to kind of picture everything going on in this book for the first, I'd say, until she met the male main character. No spoilers here. Only because I just couldn't imagine the world and everything going on. I don't know why. And actually the audiobook really helped me to picture everything. So I was switching between this, my Kindle, and audiobook. Yeah, it was really good though. So I keep going between here and my bookshelves, but I read the Red Queen series, the whole series from December to January, the whole thing, and I loved it so much. I have the whole series, but I'm not bothered to go get it right now. But yeah, really good. And fun fact, you know what is actually a lie? My first ever fantasy, let's say when I started becoming a reader again, because if we go back to primary school, I have this video will be forever. So my first ever fantasy book that I got into when I started reading again was Shatter Me, the series. I've only read from Shatter Me, Unravel Me, the novella, I can't remember the name, and Ignite Me, and I DNF'd Ignite Me. I'm gonna go back to it. It's only because I love Adam and I'm an Adam fan, and I hated how he was being treated, but yeah. Sorry, that is my cat, Simba. Anyways, then I read The Assassin's Blade, and my sister made me this, which is so cute. I'll show you. And I really I read it first, yes, because I think that's the right way to read it, but you can read it any way you want. This is so cute. Yeah, I really loved it. Same kind of thing, I heard about it when I first heard about ACOTAR as well, but I was like, I'm never gonna read it. But then I was seeing so much stuff on what's it called, the Throne of Gas series on Booktok, and then I was like, you know what, let me just get started. And that's what made me read ACOTAR first, because I thought you're supposed to read ACOTAR first. So I read The Assassin's Blade and ACOTAR, and I didn't continue on with the series yet. I'm not bothered to bring all the books, so I just show you my bookshelf. So I just show you like that. After binging ACOTAR and starting The Assassin's Blade, I got this off this lovely lady from America, and I'm so nice, gave me like a nice discount and everything, and I was able to get the whole series. And then I also have the white covers as well, the UK versions. Yeah, I love it so much, and don't mind the books at the back. So after reading, what was it, The Assassin's Blade, oh my gosh, did I just get my lip gloss all over that? So glad it was on this part. But yeah, after reading The Assassin's Blade, I read what's this? Deadly Divine Duet, yeah. And the first chapter, I was like falling asleep. But after that, this is one of the best series after The Fault of the Air. Actually, it's up there with that. Throne of Glass, everything. It's so good. So good. I kind of stained with my lip gloss and I'm so sad. I had everything, like basically every single line in this book. And then that led me to get this flippin' ass cute book off Vinted. What's this? The Fairy Loot exclusive edition. It's gorgeous. Like, look at that. Look at this. Look at them. Look at them. And let me show you this. Right? Look at that. It's perfect. But it's basically like fae fantasy. I think that's all I should say, because it doesn't start out as a certain type of trope. It continues on like midway to that. Okay, let me just not say anything. Forgive me. Let's go see what I read last. I'm becoming very lazy because I'm not bothered to get it to the very back. But then I read what's that? The Bridge Kingdom series. The Bridge Kingdom. Yeah, and the first book, amazing. It's very like political intrigue kind of fantasy book. Kind of like The Cruel Prince with the politicalness, but like not like fae at all. It's really good. Then it was the Traitor Queen, the Inadequate Heir, the Endless War, and I'm just it's brilliant. I love this series so much. I'd say it's the first two books and the Calm of the Storm, Before the Storm or whatever. Wow, that thing got weird. Was such like, I think I'd give that 5 stars for sure. But then continue on with the Inadequate Heir and then the Endless War. I just feel like it's definitely, the Endless War is definitely a 4 stars. I gave it a 4 stars. But the Endless War, I am currently reading that now for the past 3 weeks. It's been so hard to read. I think the 2 main characters from the first 2 books is kind of saving it more, saving the book, but it's just really hard, like really hard. It's just been really hard to get through the Endless War, and I'm just like, I'm stuck at 75% through. I think it's just the 2 main characters are just so insufferable. Even throughout the Inadequate Heir, I hated the male characters so much because of the stupid stuff he'd do. But now it's the female main character doing this in the last book, and it's pissing me the hell off. I can't. Sorry, I just can't do it. So yeah. When I first started getting into reading right away, I started off with dark romance, Mafi romance, normal romances, and then it took me forever to get into fantasy, because I was more like, yeah, I love fantasy and kind of like movies and TV shows, but I started giving it a go in books and I love it so much. Yeah. But at the moment I'm reading, sorry, my cat is looking at me. I'm reading The Endless War still, and I'm reading, okay, this lightning is, so The Endless War, and on audiobook I'm reading You've Reached Sam, and it's actually been helping me get me out of my reading slump, because The Endless War did kind of put me in a reading slump. But yeah, I think I love doing this for fun because I love talking, and yeah, I might do this again. I might do a bookshelf tour, or say all the romance, actually no, that'll be too long, but yeah. But there is so many fantasy books I want to read as well. Like, I have so many on my shelf. I have a Light Lark series. I have the From Blood and Ash series, Daughter of No World series, whatever you call it. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Like, I have that whole series. I have the Caraval. I have Kingdom of the Wicked, the whole series, and Throne of the Fallen, all of that. I have Perilous series. I have Once Upon a Time series. I have so many. When the Moon Hatched. I have the Coven. Oh, let me show you the Coven cover because it's so pretty. I don't know the name of this series, but I have so many fantasy books I want to continue reading because I love every single book genre, whatever. And yeah, this video is actually really fun to make, and I don't know if I'm gonna upload it, but if you're watching it, I did. And probably like 2 people view, but I love you guys for watching it anyways. And I'm gonna feature my cat because he's watching me really rarely, and end this video off. So cute. Bye.